Okay, so we're going to do a fast scan of this simulated seam weld, and we've got 6 OD notches, slanted Dremel wheel notches, slanted in alternating directions, 6 ODs and 6 IDs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you can see those. And this is it's an 8-inch 188 wall pipe. So let's go ahead and recall our fast cow and get set up to do a scan of this. And we've got our Sonatest Q-Scan 1 probe, which that's good for thin-walled material, a 1/2 inch thick or less. And okay, let's recall that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go find that my fast cow. Fast open, 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 redo. Okay, open, 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 contents, recall. There we go. And unfreeze. And let's check our cow. And just our mantra is recall the cow, check the cow, set the gain and go. So we've recalled the cow. We're going to check the cow. I'm just going to put the index point right on the notch mark that aims the 70 degree towards the 100. 1 is near 1. Put it right on the notch mark for the 2. Aims it with the 70 towards the 2. 2 is near 2. On the mark for the 3. 3 is near 3. On the mark 4 is near 4. Alright, and I'm going to set the gain. So there our wall thickness, this is a 188 wall pipe, and it's close to that thickness. So that would be closest in thickness to the 200 hole. So let's get set up on the 200 hole and bring that to 50% screen height. I like to do that in whole numbers of gain. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's close to 50% screen height. I'm going to set reference dB. And we're almost ready to do our fast scan here. Let's see what our setback distance should be. For the setback scan, it should be the thickness times 2.75. So 0.188 times 2.75 is 517. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that. .517. So that's where I'm going to put my index point. I'm going to use this mag tape, flexible 1/2 inch wide mag tape. I like to buy at Home Depot. It's got the right thickness. And we should be good to go here. Let's go ahead and put a little window can help with the coupler. Alright. Let's get ready with our scan. Here we go. So we've got the ODs here and the IDs there. I'll see if I can count them as we go along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now the ODs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, now let's try this as a butt-up scan. So I'm going to put this right close. So the index point is right up close to where these things line up. Alright, and let's try that again as a butt-up scan, and right over the top of all these IDs. Now we're just getting into the ODs. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And come on. 6. If you get too close, you don't have the mag tape back far enough, you can miss some of these. Alright, so we've got 6. On this butt-up scan, We went right over the top of the IDs, so we missed them, but we detected them well in the setback scan. All right, so that's a fast scan of a thin wall pipe, very thin, 188 wall. Let's try this again with a 375 wall pipe. All right, so we have a 16-inch 375 wall pipe, and it's got 6 ODs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there are 6 IDs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's see, we're going to use the same setup as we had before on our FastCal, but we should reset the gain, because now with a 375 wall pipe, that's closest. That would be closest in depth to the 400 hole. So let's reset our gain using the 400 hole. So I'm going to undo the reference dB, turn that off, and let's go to the 400 deep side drill hole. Put that right on the notch mark for that, and increase the gain to get that up to approximately 50% screen height. I like to do that in whole numbers of gain, so that's pretty close. So let's set our reference dB, and let's figure out how far back we want to be for a setback scan. So again, that would be 2.75 times the thickness. So let's see, 0.375 inches thick times 2.75 equals 1.03. So we want the index point of the probe to be about an inch back. So right about there. And I'm going to go ahead and put my mag tape on this side. And I want the index point to be right on that mark, so I'm going to be a little bit closer. Alright. So we should be good to go here. Alright. So here we go with our fast scan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ODs, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 IDs. Alright, so that was our setback scan. I think we had good detections on all of those. And on the butt up scan, I want to put this right close here. Right close. And I'm gonna guess that we'll probably get fairly decent detections on the ODs, but we might go over the top of all the IDs. This might not look that good. Alright, so let's try this again as a butt up scan. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, that worked well on the IDs. I'm a little bit surprised. Alright, so in terms of fast, I think the detections were good on all these as well. So normally when we do fast, it's a 3-step process: detect, characterize, and size. So I was just demonstrating detections. And we did detections on the 188 wall pipe and the 375 wall pipe. On characterizing, we would want to go back and walk back and forth over each of them and decide if they're walking like an ID or walking like an OD. And that we do with our raster scans. And we had some previous videos demonstrating that. Once we just characterizing, we decide if we've got an ID or an OD, then we can use our ID and OD sizing techniques to do our sizing. All right, so that's what some fast scans of weld seams can look like. All right, thanks a lot.